Question 1. Tell me about yourself. My name is Miranda. I'm a restaurant manager at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm also a mother of two, so as you can imagine, my life is busy 24/7. I'm also a very dedicated worker. When I put my mind to something, I make sure it's done the right way the first time. I don't believe in doing anything halfway in life. I always like taking on new projects and making life exciting. Question 2. Tell me about your past work experience. As I just said, I am a manager at Dunkin' Donuts in Bridgeport. I've been there for about 2.5 years now. I'm also a training manager. Training is one of my passions in life. I feel that the managers that come in that are training, they are the future of the company, and it's our job to make sure they are trained correctly. I take my job very seriously, and I make sure they get the best training possible. Before Dunkin' Donuts, I worked at Ponderosa Steakhouse for 5 years. I worked there up until about the time that they closed down. I worked right from crew member all the way up to assistant manager. It was definitely one of my favorite experiences working at a job. All right, question 3. How would you describe your ideal workday? My ideal workday would involve being productive all day. I'm not a person that likes to sit down on the job and not get things done. I want to be working to get myself through the day. It would also involve doing something that I am passionate about or something that really made a difference within the environment. I feel to truly be happy at your job, you should be doing something that you love. Question 4. Describe a time you worked well on a team. Well, I'm currently a student at College for America. Just last week, well, actually 2 weeks ago now, I started working on a project that involved creating a retreat schedule as well as creating a newsletter. I have to work on these projects every single week, and I had to make sure that I work well with my team members because we're part of a group to get these done. This particular project, we set a deadline of 2 weeks because we had one of our teammates going on vacation, so it was very important of us to get that done. So when we started working, it seemed like it was going to be a great idea, really easy to get done, but we soon found there was a lack of coordination within the team. We couldn't really find a time to get together. It was just kind of a disaster. So I took it upon myself to get on every single day and start reminding the team, hey, you've got this submitted, this is what you have left, this is what we have left for our team to get done. So I just kept on coaching them through that, as well as trying to give them feedback about how we can get the project done in a more timely manner. In the end, we got the project done right on time. Just got submitted the other day, right before our teammate went on vacation. So I really think it's important as a team, you want to inspire them to be part of it, but you also need to work together to get it done. So I really felt we came together in the end there. All right, question 5. Tell me about a time you had too many things to do and you had to prioritize your tasks. All right. So just the other week, on Valentine's Day actually, I came into work knowing I had to get a lot of work done. It was Valentine's Day. It's one of the biggest donut days of the year. Tuesdays are also my inventory days at work. So I have to come in at 3 a.m. I have to count the entire store. On top of that, I was also holding one of my training meetings to inform my employees of all the new products we're going to be carrying next month. So I came in knowing I had a lot to get done, very little time to get it done. So as soon as I went into the office, I created a list, and I do this all the time. I wrote down everything that I had to get done so I didn't forget. Then I numbered the list based upon priority. So, the most important thing was right there up on the top, the least important right on the bottom. And I just started right on the list. I made sure everything was complete, and I went through as fast as possible getting it done without screwing up the project altogether. It was also very important to get this done was to ask help from my crew members. When they had downtime, I asked them, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? When you're struggling with multiple tasks, it's important to ask for help when someone is there to help you. All right. Next question. Tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty. How did you handle the situation? Okay, when I was at Ponderosa, at the beginning, I was a prep cook. I came in every single day. I took out my recipe books and I made all the recipes. They created the list for me and I just had to follow it. So towards a couple months into working there, I found that the books that we were utilizing were really getting dirty. You could barely read anything in them. I found I had to go to management every single day and ask for at least one recipe to be printed off the computer. So one day I kind of had enough of it. I went into work on my own time. I asked to utilize their computer and I printed out every single recipe that I could find. I actually made copies of those. So I brought those home and I went out and bought a bunch of supplies. I bought binders and tabs and protective sheets, and I created a bunch of new prep books for the store, organizing them for them. And then I created double ones to have on the side for when those went, because it didn't take long for those things to get dirty. So that really gave me a sense of accomplishment. It really made me feel good that I had gotten that done for the store. Next question. Tell me about a time you worked effectively under pressure. All right, just last year, it was summertime, so one of our busiest times of the year, and I was scheduled for 6 people on the floor. I was one of them, and I had 5 crew members. During that time period, 2 crew members ended up calling out on me. So a mandatory staff of 6 went down to 4. I knew there was absolutely nothing I could do. There was no one to call in. So I gathered my team together and I basically just had a pep talk with them. I told them, listen, let's just get through the day. It's like there's absolutely nothing we can do. There's no reason to stress. We just have to work as a team and get it done as fast as possible. I really stressed that, stress was not an option. Just let it go. Try to have a good time while you're doing things. And my team was phenomenal. The most important part was the teamwork. When somebody didn't have any customers, they were over helping someone else that was struggling. And we really got it done that day. Customers didn't leave angry. We had a pretty satisfying day. So in the end, it really turned out for us. All right, next question. Give me an example of a time you showed initiative. All right, just last December, we held a training meeting for all the training managers. As part of the training meeting, we were discussing ways to make training easier for the managers that were coming into our stores. I've been feeling, or for a while, I was feeling like, managers weren't really getting the experience that they needed to go to the next level. So I suggested during the meeting that we should create some kind of mentor program. At the end of their training within the stores, as a manager, we would go into their store and help them get acclimated for about 2 days. And we would also be there to, answer a phone call whenever they need. Basically, we're their lifeline when things are getting rough. From what I've been told, people are having a really positive experience with this. I offered to be the guinea pig with this experience. My objective was just to make sure that all my managers left feeling they could really do the job, and I felt that next step was really a crucial part of that. Next question. What do you like to do in your spare time? As you can imagine, I'm an extremely busy person. I work some long hours. When I do get to go home, I like to spend the time with my children and with my husband, doing any family projects we can do. I really enjoy going on little mini day trips with them and just going out and, seeing nature and hiking. Some other things I like to do, I like reading. I'm also a College for America student, as I said, so a lot of my time is also taken up by homework. All right, last question. Is there anything else you would like us to know about you? Well, I'm currently seeking a position that will lead to development in the future. As I said earlier, training and development is one of my biggest passions in life. I really feel like, if you teach people the right way, they're going to be your future of the company. Really, they're going to be the future of your company either way. It just depends on which direction you want to take. If you're not training them right, the direction of your company isn't going to go right. So I really feel passionate about that. If at all possible, that is the direction I would like to take within a company, and I'm willing to start right at the bottom to get there. Another thing you have to know about me is I'm extremely dedicated to whatever I do. I feel like I could be an asset to your team. Right. Thank you for your time.